The Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, as translated by Baba Hari Das, Book 4, Kaivalya Pāda. Supernatural powers are obtained by birth, herbs, mantra, austerity, or samadhi. The transformation of life state is caused by the inflowing of nature, prakriti. The creative causes of transformation are not moved into action by any incidental cause, but rather these instrumental causes remove the obstacles to attaining powers or enlightenment, just as a farmer removes the barrier when irrigating a field. Created minds come from I sense, asmita, alone. One original mind is the director of the many created minds, therein being the difference of activity. Of these created minds, the mind born of meditation is free from latent impressions. A yogi's actions are neither white nor black. In the case of others, it is threefold: black, white, and mixed. Thence, from these three kinds of karmas, only those tendencies are produced for which conditions are favorable. Because memory and latent impressions are the same in appearance, the sequence of cause and effect is not interrupted by change of class, space, and time. There is no beginning for them, the tendencies for action, since the desire to live is eternal. All tendencies are bound together by cause, virtue and vice, effect, birth, substratum, the mind, and supporting object. When these are removed, tendencies disappear. The past and the future in reality exist within an object at all times. The properties of the object vary according to the paths of being. They, the characteristics, whether manifest or subtle, are of the nature of the gunas, the qualities of Prakriti. There is an essential unity of the object on account of the unity of modification of the gunas. The same object is perceived differently by different minds because of the separate nature and paths of existence of the mind and objects. And if an object is dependent on one mind, what would become of it were it not cognized by that mind? An object is known or unknown according to the mind's need to be colored by it. Purusha, the lord of the mind, is changeless, so the modifications of mind are always known by the self. The mind is not self-luminous, being itself an object of knowledge and perception. Additionally, both the mind and its objects cannot be cognized at the same time. If it is accepted that one mind cognizes another mind, then there will be too many cognitions as well as confusion of memory. Purusha, pure consciousness, is unchangeable. Due to its reflection in the mind assumes the form of Purusha and appears to be conscious. The mind, colored by the knower, the seer or purusha, and the known, the seen or prakriti, is all apprehending. Though variegated by innumerable impressions and desires, the mind exists for another, purusha, because it acts by combinations. For the seer of the distinction between the self and the mind, the search for the nature of the self ceases. Then, verily, the mind is inclined toward discrimination and gravitates toward Kaivalya, or liberation. During the breaks in discriminative knowledge, other thoughts arise due to the force of latent impressions. These distractions are removed in the same manner as the afflictions are removed. Having no interest left even for the highest illumination, and from constant discrimination, there comes the trance known as cloud of virtue. Thereafter, afflictions and actions are removed. Then, when all veils and impurities are removed, knowledge is infinite, and the knowables amount to little. Then, having fulfilled their purpose of experience and liberation, the sequence of change in the gunas comes to an end. The succession of the uninterrupted sequence of momentary change in the gunas is cognized as distinct on the cessation of evolutionary change. Absolute freedom comes when the qualities that are devoid of the object of the self become reabsorbed, or the power of consciousness becomes established in its own nature. This concludes the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, as translated by Baba Haridas. Namaste.